What's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Seven Kingdoms Total War. We are back with another Game of Thrones battle, and a little spoiler warning right here. If you haven't seen Season 7 Episode 4 yet, then I highly recommend you don't watch this video if you care about spoilers, as this will probably ruin the episode for you and maybe some more of the season. So yeah, just a little spoiler warning right there. But yes, we are back with another Game of Thrones battle, this time on another really cool looking custom map battle. I do really recommend going over to the custom map battle and telling the mod creator you want him to make more maps, because I'm having so much fun playing them. He also created the hard home battle, which I played a couple of days ago, which if you haven't seen that, make sure to go check that out. I'll leave a playlist down below in the description. But yes, we are at the loot train battle. Daenerys' dragons have already harassed the front lines a little bit, and the Dothraki horde is just waiting to descend upon us. I think there's around about 9,500 Dothraki soldiers and about 5,000 Lannisters. So there's quite a few more Lannisters than say we actually saw in the battle. However, I wanted to make this a bit more competitive than what we saw in the TV show, because that was just an utter slaughter. Obviously the Lannisters not prepared for it, and this is kind of like a more modern Field of Fire, which obviously was Aegon Targaryen's conquest when he destroyed the Lannister and Reach army and pretty much did wipe out the whole of the Gardener faction, which was again pretty brutal. Just goes to show the power of dragons. But yeah, let's run through the army comps really quickly and then we'll jump straight into this battle. Again, I'm having to do it live because the replay doesn't work, but everyone is just waiting on my command to start the battle, and they're all pretty good players as well, so a massive thank you to them. So on our front line of this Lannister formation, we have a couple units of these guardsmen spears. Behind them we have Lannister archers, which will hopefully take down a few Dothraki. Then we have some of our guardsmen melee infantry, and then there's kind of this back reserve thing, we have some more guardsmen spears. Then over on my side of the battle, I have some of my men-at-arms melee infantry. This is like my medium tier infantry, and again they kind of look a lot more like the ones we saw on the TV show. You know, obviously you'd have the lighter units guarding the loot train more than anything. Then behind them I have some more archers. Then we also have some of our Lannister infantry. These fires are probably going to ruin my FPS just a little bit, because you know it's just particle effects are never good. We also have Jaime Lannister back here. He's up here leading the soldiers. And then finally we have some more of my guardsmen heavy spears on this right flank, and then some more infantry holding down that flank. Then finally if we look at the Dothraki army, we can see that there's just so many of them. It looks absolutely awesome just going down the battle line. We'll have blood riders, horse archers, and all that lovely stuff. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get this battle started. Obviously, as I said, I am doing it live, so I will tell them right now to go and start the battle. And as I was mentioning as well in that intro, I wanted to try my best to make this as competitive as possible. Not as competitive as possible, but I wanted to try and make the Lannisters have somewhat of a chance to win. Because if you know the outcome of the battle, then that's not going to be any fun, is it, right? If you already know that the Dothraki are going to run us through, which they probably still will because they have so many soldiers. Look at this. Look at the Dothraki charge just coming towards us. Because they have so many soldiers, they probably still are going to just absolutely ruin us. But, you know, at least the Lannisters still have somewhat of a chance to hold firm. All my archers shooting. The archers are shooting good. That should help us out a bit. Yeah, you got some missile fire coming in, picking our way out of a few Dothraki. And as I say, you can already see it starting to lag a little bit. It's kind of to be expected just due to all the fire in the midst of a battle. But here we go, the first charge of the battle as the Dothraki come flying against our shield wall. Our shield wall's actually holding up pretty decently, but I think it's just going to be the sheer amount of numbers breaking forward. There's just so many Dothraki still left to come. Look at this right flank right now. Holy crap! Look at that right flank and these Dothraki just biding their time. I think they need to reinforce over here if they can. That's just absolutely crazy. So let's get some nice little zoom in shots here of the Dothraki just causing havoc in our back lines. Oh, and I love the flame. Like, even though the particle effects kind of ruined my FPS a little bit, it's completely worth it. 100% worth it. It makes it feel like very much like the battle. You know, obviously it doesn't do any damage or anything, but even still, it makes you feel like you are actually at the loot train ambush and like the TV show. Just look at that. It looks spectacular. So how's the front line doing? I have to keep on remembering to actually command my armies a little bit. So let's bring back our archers. I think they need to come back a little bit. This right flank is struggling, so let's go ahead and dispatch a couple more units of infantry over here. We'll reform up the forces just on this side of the battle. like so. And the Dothraki are just going to be using their numbers so effectively. And these are just light spearmen. Like, luckily, me and my ally did make sure we had quite a few spearmen units. But you can already see the Dothraki using their numbers. They're breaking this unit of guardsmen spears, surrounding them, coming through the flames themselves, and just, causing havoc on the front line. It is an ambush indeed. It is an ambush indeed, especially all their horse archers. Look at their numbers just still coming around. That's really cool as well. I love the way how the players who are playing as the Dothraki are still just moving their horses up and down the battle line, pushing in more horses left, right, and center. And the Lannisters are going to be extremely hard pressed to withstand this assault right now. Jaime Lannister is obviously also still at this battle. We've seen him fighting. We've seen him back here. His unit is actually taking a bit of missile fire right now, so maybe we're going to have to push Jaime in. Yeah, I do not want Jaime to die, so let's go ahead and send Jaime down this left flank. Maybe he'll find more solace away from the enemy infantry, and we'll just get onto his unit as well as we just run down the battle line. I always love doing this, just going down the actual battle line as we just see the fighting just really erupting. Look at the Dothraki in the background. That's so awesome. Oh, some of my horses have actually been caught. Let's go ahead and make sure Jaime is still running. I do not want him to die this early on in the battle. So keep going, Jaime. Look at all of that. Look at the horses. That's just so awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and get Jaime back over here. Again, obviously, as we said, we do not want him to die, and we'll get back on board of him, because I think this is just an awesome shot, running through the battle line, seeing the Dothraki come in, hammering a lot of the horses. Thankfully, Jaime is going to get out of there, though, even though plenty of his horses are going to be going down. Yeah, get out of there, Jaime. Get back to, ready to retreat if you do need to. As our actual front line is done pretty good on this left flank. However, my right flank is completely caving in. Let's go ahead and dispatch some more horses, because the Dothraki numbers are just overwhelming that spear formation right there. I think we need to get out of defensive formation and go and silence them. Run through the fire, boys. We need to stop them. We need to go and deal with the Dothraki on this flank, because at the moment they've completely surrounded our soldiers. The Lannisters, they're completely surrounded, and the Dothraki are just cutting them to pieces. And I think it's a lot of the damage which is occurring is down to their horse archers right now. The horse archers seem to be finding their mark. I guess the Dothraki are just such a potent cavalry force. It's pretty much impossible to beat them in open field. And that's when Robert said, if the Dothraki come over, they're going to be pretty much unstoppable. Because, yes, you can just sit in your castles and, wait them out. But the Dothraki are going to be roaming the countryside, killing peasants left, right, and centre, destroying farms, looting undefended cities. You can't really win a war against the Dothraki just because of their scale and their skill in horse combat. They're literally unmatched in horse combat. At the moment, though, my front line does not look too healthy. The horse archers are just proving their worth. And I think what my ally needs to do, I'm going to try and signal him, is just cut off this line right here. I'll try and let him know right here. I think it's green which shows off the formation. Let's try and cut this off right here. I'm hoping he's going to see that, as I'm going to be retreating back my infantry right now. I think it's the only way. So yeah, let's get these guys and let's form up here as best we can. Come on, boys. Are you stuck? Yeah, good thing you're not stuck in formation. Just retreat back. This is going to have to be our last stand. We have some archers back here as well, which are helping out in the battle. And again, Malacca really hasn't been too bad. I think playing with people is really effective at minimizing the amount of lag we receive in these battles, because you can get them, because I told them at the beginning of a battle not just to send everything in at one choke point, much like the AI would do. I mean, there's still like a couple thousand Dothraki horses right here. My FPS is actually pretty solid right now. It's only when my FPS is just like 60, so that's good. Even though it doesn't really look like it. But OBS is telling me that I'm recording at 60 FPS, so that's all that matters. But yeah, you think just how much cleaner this is than, say, when we play against the AI. So we're definitely going to be doing that 4 versus 4, or maybe 2 versus 2. I'm not sure yet, but either way, we're going to have 160 units on the battle, where we have the Whites going up against House Targaryen, House Stark. We're going to have maybe the Riverlands, and also, I'm not sure who the 4th should be. Let me know in the comments down below who you think the 4th faction should be in that battle. Maybe we can have Cersei, maybe we can have Lannister forces coming together. We're on the approach of the last episode. Maybe, who knows, maybe Cersei does see the White and she's like, yeah, I'm going to help you guys. I honestly do not think that's going to be the case, but you never know. You never know what Cersei might do. How's the formation looking? Yeah, we've managed to fall back. That's good. Managed to fall back a little bit. I just need to reform up this formation a little bit, get these guys in defensive test judo. It does not look good for us at all, especially because these horse archers are just sitting here and we don't have the missiles to do anything. They are just shooting away at these guys. Jaime Lannister is back here. I guess Jaime Lannister is going to go in. We have... Oh, this is pretty cool. My allies set up a last little stand right here for our soldiers. I mean, the Dothraki have literally lost like no soldiers whatsoever right now. Again, as we just watch them just slaughter the Lannister units. If we look at the balance of power, we can see that, yeah, oh, actually, to be fair, they've lost half their army, but so have we. We very much killed 1-for-1 right now, which when we're outnumbered 2-to-1, just cannot be the case. Yeah, they're just charging directly forward. I think as soon as they make a breach, that is going to be when we're really in trouble. Once this front line goes, which it's starting to do, like quite a few of the horses are making their way through the battle line. As soon as this line does go down, I think we're going to be in dire straits because that's going to completely ruin a lot of our defenses. Oh yeah, you can see the Dothraki have actually made it through. They've broken this right flank with just their superior numbers. The Lannister soldiers are actually charging at the Dothraki horses. This is awesome to see the Lannister soldiers being brave. They no longer want to get shot to pieces. And they're killing a lot of the Dothraki as they do decide to fall back through the fire and the flames, boys. Charge them down. Oh, the battlefield just looks so awesome. All these horses just roaming the engagement. We get a nice little zoom out shot like that. You can really see just the sheer strength of the horse lords. They just are completely overwhelming this far right flank, making their names heard. And it's going to be up to our last little defense right here, which we have. I don't think I have many men to even fall back right now. Yeah, I have very few soldiers. I have one brave ass unit right here currently fighting here against all the Dothraki horses. If we zoom in a little bit, speed up the camera as well. We'll zoom in and watch this nice little last stand. It does look very cool though, because it's kind of set up with the loot trains at its back. That does look awesome. It'd be cool as well if we saw some Dothraki dismount as well. That'd be pretty nice to see. They are just engulfed in flame right now. There is no escape for you brave warriors. The Dothraki are coming, and all you have to do is just try and take down as many of them as you can. They are doing a good job though. You know, they're holding, which is all I can ask from them. The longer they hold, the longer, you know, the more of them we kill. The facial animations are so bad. There's just so many of them. Look at them. I slowly zoom out and more of them just pour in. I love all the horses just running from the battlefield as well. What's even left? Not a lot. So we're literally down to our last stand. Our reinforcements are making their way around. And I guess Jaime Lannister and his ally of Titus Brax? Yeah. Titus Brax is going to have to help out and charge. And he actually has an axe as well. That's kind of cool to see him. That looks like fucking Phil Tanner, mate. Phil Tanner, the legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh god, Phil Tanner was such an awesome character for just some really like massive side character. He was awesome. Phil Tanner, was that his name? Phil Tanner? I don't think it was, actually. I can't even remember, but either way, he was an awesome character. I say, oh, he was awesome, and I can't even remember his name. The Dothraki have completely surrounded the Lannister units right here. Again, they are fighting as brave as they can, but it's just going to be a matter of time. The battle has definitely been lost. Now it's just whether our units can hold. We have 700 men left. The Dothraki, who are literally just stampeding through our battle lines, have over 3,000 soldiers now. And Jaime Lannister seems to be the only unit I have left remaining. We'll get a few more awesome looking shots as we just go through the fire. And it was such a good way. I feel like they really got back to their roots in that last episode, this episode, episode 4 of season 7, of being very much an anti-war, showing the horrors of war. I think they definitely did a good job of showing that in the latest season, as the Dothraki are going to be coming over the hill now, which is not too good. Yeah, in the latest season, I feel like they've done a good job of being very anti-war, which is kind of like the whole Game of Thrones kind of take on war. It is very much an anti-war TV show. You know, it doesn't like to glorify it. Okay, Jaime, you're going to have to go in here and help out. Let's get on board. Oh my god, look at their numbers, man. That is just disgusting. Jaime's going to move in with his royal bodyguard, try and help out. Now, how sick would it be if you know, like I imagine it will take literally maybe even hundreds of hours to get dragons into into Seven Kingdoms, which is obviously just not worth the modders' time. They don't get paid to do this. But just how awesome would it be, just seeing like a dragon just going over the smoke of the battle, seeing all the Dothraki moving in, killing the Lannister soldiers, Jaime Lannister fighting, and then just seeing a dragon just overcome that little hill right there, breathing fire. That would just be unbelievable. That would be so amazing. So can we see Jaime on the battlefield? Is he? He's still alive. I'm 90% sure he is. I haven't heard that my general has been killed yet. So let's try and find him quickly. Yeah, we can see him, thankfully, because of his blonde hair. Jaime's going to be doing a good job. Oh, the Dothraki can stand on their horses like so. Yeah, that's obviously a glitch, but the Dothraki can actually stand on their horses, even though it is a glitch. The Lannisters are just trying to imitate them, obviously. And I think it's just down to the heavy infantry fight of the Dothraki and the Knights of the Westerlands. Now, obviously, killing the Knights of the Westerlands would be hard for Dothraki. A lot of their weapons wouldn't be able to pierce the armor of the heavy Knights of Westerosian cavalry. However, you can see when they were going up against Jaime when he was charged. Was it Bronn? Yeah, it was Bronn actually, wasn't it, in the episode? When Bronn was going 1v1 against the Dothraki rider, the Dothraki Blood Rider, the Dothraki Blood Rider took out Bronn's horse, took out his maneuverability, and then he could just run him down, trample him with the horse, and do like loads of other stuff with his, now he's riding, and the Westerosian infantry or cavalryman is no longer on horseback. So even though maybe their weapons couldn't pierce the infantry or the cavalry armor, they can then just use their better riding skills to overwhelm them. This unit of spearmen is still holding. Brave as well. I'm surprised these units aren't just straight up routing, considering the amount of men we have, like how few men we actually have left. 300 brave men. I've just got Jaime Lannister here as well. We'll continue to throw him in. Oh, maybe I should make a ride for it. Yeah, let's ride out. Let's pretend like we're almost chasing down Daenerys right now. Like, come out this way. Come this way, please. Yeah, we can come out this way. Yeah, let's pretend like we're chasing down Daenerys through the midst of a battle. We'll get out here and then I'll tell these guys to charge the Dothraki. We'll almost pretend like we're running through the fire and the flames to go and kill Daenerys after she has literally just she's just obviously had a dragon taken down. So yeah, let's jump on board now through the fire against the Dothraki horsemen. And the Dothraki are going to meet us in the battle with some vicious missile fire. I think Jaime Lannister is going to be dead very, very soon. Oh no, they are completely surrounding me. Jaime, wherefore out are you? Oh no, you're going to be in here somewhere and you're going to be so dead. They completely surround. Unless you're one of the dudes right at the back of the line, which I can't imagine you are. I imagine you're one of the dudes, leading the soldiers forward. I can't even see him actually right now. Where is he? Is that him right there? No. Where is Jaime? There's only 15 of the horses left, so there's 10 of them left now. I'm going to try and pick him out, but I honestly don't know where he is. It hasn't said that. Oh, he's just run. Jaime's run from battle. I mean, to be expected. Look how many horses he is up against. And then we go over to his far left flank as well. House Brax is still holding. Oh no, Jaime got ran down as he tried to retreat. That's not good. We will see the final stand of House Brax. Look at that soldier right there. He has 2 arrows, one in either shoulder. I think his armor has helped him out, minimize the damage that's doing. But he's very brave for still holding on. You see the Dothraki standing on their horses, and the valiant defeat will be given to House Lannister. Let's see how many men they lost in this battle, because I am very, very interested to find out how many men they actually lost in the battle, because I imagine it's going to be a lot. Yeah, pretty much losing everyone. My ally Antique Eagle has 84 men who escaped. Everyone else was slaughtered. Damn, the Dothraki do not mess around. Any crazy kills on the Dothraki? 245 on that unit, 166 on this unit. The Archers doing very nice. And then on the other side, again, the Archers just really coming up big with a very standard 100 plus kills. The Lannister infantry all still doing good. It's just this one got 525 kills. Very nice. Yeah, one of my spears over here got 402. That's really good. Jaime actually killing 93 with his unit. And oh yeah, obviously Lord Brax as well getting 145. So the Lannisters did do pretty decently. They just didn't have the numbers to withstand the Dothraki horde, and that's kind of their strength. Their skill on horseback and their numbers are just unmatched. For sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please do make sure to drop a like and a comment. Obviously subscribe if you haven't already, as well, as we're going to be uploading a 4 vs 4 with probably like 20,000 plus units, and it won't be that laggy as well, because we'll make sure to kind of create it to be as lag free as we can make it, because everyone will be playing as the armies. If you want to be a part of that battle, make sure to join my Discord. The link will be in the description. And obviously give me ideas for future battles. And also check out my start campaign for Westeros Total War I just started. You can find that on my main channel as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and fish out.